In today's episode, we'll be telling you about how Vulcan will be transforming into a super turret. We'll also be telling you about how to show off your tank in the garage, and updating you on the redesign of bushes. Hello tankers! We recently told you that Vulcan will be getting reworked. Now it's time to get into a little more detail. The first thing you'll notice is the cosmetic changes. A brand new Ultra skin featuring a new design, animations, and cool visual effects. Equip this skin, charge into battle, and there will be no doubt in anyone's mind about who's the boss. Of course, the most important changes will be happening under the hood. But first, let's talk about why we're making these changes. If you take a look around, it's pretty clear that Vulcan is not the most popular turret in the game. There are a number of reasons for this. First off, it has a steep learning curve and is pretty challenging to use. Before you can even start firing, the barrel needs to spin for a whole 2 seconds. This is probably one of the most frustrating things when you equip Vulcan for the first time. It feels as if the enemy is constantly killing you before you even get a chance to start firing. The most obvious solution? Make the barrel spin faster.
But it's never that simple. Once the barrel is spinning, it's very simple to control the barrage of shells. And simple has a tendency of getting boring very quickly. So we are talking a more balanced approach. The barrel will spin faster than it does now, however, it won't be instant, so you still have to learn how to use the turret properly.
There's another very important point. Vulcan will now be firing a barrage of individual shells, and this is a key change in the turret. At one point in time, we considered making the turret start to shoot slowly while the barrel builds up speed, but eventually we abandoned this idea. First, because it does not correspond to how an actual Vulcan cannon operates, and second, because it would kill its uniqueness. But back to the shells. This firing mechanic allows us to implement a number of parameters and tweak them in our quest for the right balance.
We have at our disposal firing speed, shell traveling speed, range, effective range, lethal force and lots more. And when hitting a surface at certain angles, the shells will have a ricochet effect. The slightest change in one of the parameters can completely change both the feel of the weapon and the manner in which it is played. A simple example. Decreasing the traveling speed of the shells means you need to make an adjustment in the range to the target and anticipate its movement. Otherwise, you simply won't hit a moving enemy. Of course, these changes mean that Vulcan's alterations will also be undergoing changes.
For example, shooting speed regulator makes the barrel reach its top spinning speed almost instantly, but reduces the rate of fire. This allows you to decide what's more important to you, whether it's damage per second or reaction time. With this alteration, the barrel cools down instantly. Incendiary Band no longer reduces damage. Instead, shells will travel more slowly. Sure, now you'll have to anticipate your enemy's moves, but the fiery whip from your turret looks freaking awesome, and it stings.
And if you equip reinforced aiming transmission, the turret's rotation speed will not slow down when firing. So wait for the reworked Vulcan very soon.
Some time ago, we gave you a preview of the new garage, and you probably noticed that it does not rotate like the regular garage. So now you're wondering, how do I go about rotating my tank so me and my friends can admire it in all its glory? Fear not, tanker, it's super simple. To rotate your tank, just click it with your mouse pointer and drag to turn it. You'll also be able to rotate your drone in the same way, even separately from your tank. Now, your tank is standing on a special platform, and it's no longer just a static object. In fact, you can even move it back and forth and turn the turret. It seems like a small thing, but it opens up some really neat options for creating screenshots and GIFs. You'll love when we show you behind-the-scenes footage of what our developers are working on. We recently showed you our prototypes for volumetric bushes. Now they're no longer in the prototype stage, and we're actually working on them. But why do the bushes change color?
Well, it's a debug stuff. We use it to show us the distance at which we switch dynamic level of detail for the objects.
Our popular quiz, The Game, has come to its conclusion. Last year you did a little bit too well, so this time round we pulled out the big guns. And judging by your comments, we went a little bit overboard. Are you curious about how we came up with these riddles and how the toughest parts were meant to be solved? Hit the like button under this video and write in the comments which part you found the most challenging. If we can get 5,000 likes on this video within a week, we'll release a separate video with a detailed examination of the game. Parkourists, your time for aerial shenanigans has come. The Masters of Parkour tournament is here. Set up a team, record a short video, upload it to YouTube and send us the link. Pay attention, all team members must be wearing the special tournament paint, otherwise the video will be disqualified. The teams with the craziest stunts will proceed to the next stage. You must submit your video by March 3rd, and we will choose the finalists from among the best. The final will take place at a later date, and we will announce the winners during the live stream. To check out the contest rules, follow the link in the description. Tanker, you and your friends have been killing it in the arena. It's time for the next step. Register your clan on tankisport.com and apply to participate in the Blitz tournaments. We've got loads of different formats to tickle your fancy. For example, tomorrow evening there's the Blitz Exotic, which is very similar to matchmaking battle. And a week later, we'll be having Rating Blitz in esports formats. XP-BP, Light and Hard. Participate in the Blitz tournament, build up your skills, earn rating points, and apply for an invitation to the major tournaments of the season, where the really big prizes await. All the details are in the links in the description. What have our favorite YouTubers been up to this week? First, iMoneymaker puts on his movie director hat and presents us with a tanky-themed drama worthy of Tarantino. Next, the Macman takes some artistic liberties with the archipelago map, with stunning results. And that's all for this week. See you next Friday, as always. Last time you had to guess who would take the gold box. And the correct answer is C. Here are our winners. And here's the new question.